All right, welcome back for part two, and this is when we'll finish up this Jurassic Park game. Again, you can do your own theme. We're showing you how to switch some costumes. We just did that. And then we're going to also add in making your own blocks and if-else statements. So here we go. We're going to do a similar to this as we did to the T-Rex, as we're going to do to the pterodactyl. So let's go ahead and hit that real quick. Switch over to the pterodactyl code. And we actually want to, on the flag when we start the game, we're going to start with the T-Rex. So we are going to hide the pterodactyl. So we're going to start with that. And then we want to grab the when I receive the by dino. So when the ball hits by T-Rex, then T-Rex disappears, and we want by T-Rex, we want the pterodactyl to show up. So actually, let's grab. Nope, forever statement. Sorry, and we want a show. Forgot to put that in there. That's what we need. All right. And then we want to go to a random spot. Now, we could have it go to a random spot. The tough part about that is it could be random and it could be like right down here, even with your paddle. So to avoid it going down that far, we're going to do what we did similar to the last part, which was picking certain random spots we wanted to go to. So I'm going to go negative 230 to 230. Because as you can see, the pterodactyl on the far left is about 230. On the far right is about, or I'm sorry, far left is negative 230. Far right is 230. And then we can bring it down and say, all right, like maybe in the middle, so X and Y, of course, but we can bring it down to like, I don't know, maybe negative 75 to, if we bring it all the way to the top, to something around 170. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe like so the pterodactyl can see everything. So like maybe 155. Okay. We want to change the costumes similar to how we did in the last one. So we want to switch costumes and we want to wait a half second or so. And I want it to switch from, and when we click on here, we can see what the costumes look like. So it's going to do this and flap its wings and then come back up. All right. So we have 5 different costumes that we're going to change it to. So I think the easiest way to do that is duplicate this, then duplicate that, and then I don't know why it starts there, and then come off there so we can duplicate that one more time. So we should have 5 purples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want to switch these purples to the B costume, the C costume, the D costume, and finally the E costume. All right. One of the other things we want to do is when we receive the broadcast that says by Dino, we want it to hide. Okay. So now as we can see, we can test it out. You can see the dinosaur is changing. You can see that the game over works. I meant to do that. Maybe. All right. So now let's level this thing up. Let's level this thing up by saying, all right, we want it to speed up. Let's change an if-else statement. So we want to say that if the score is like less than 5, then it's moving at a certain speed. And then if it gets over 5, then it speeds up. So here's how we might do that. We might grab a block and say, all right, we're going to name this level 1. I'm going to hit OK. We need to define what level 1 is. Because I'm going to say, all right, if we're moving and everything is, if the points, I got to grab points now. If the points are less than, I'll say 5, then we want it to move at level 1 speed. But if we want level 2 speed, so now I'm going to make another level. Okay. But now if it ends up, if it's less than 5, I want to go level 1 speed. But if it gets greater than 5, I want it to speed up. So here's what we can do. We can say, you know what, with all of this, let's see, we've got all of this, and actually, you know what, I'm missing a show right there. Okay, so make sure that everything shows up. Actually, it worked without the show, so we'll just seem to be working all right. Okay, all right, there's a little glitch. We got a problem there. Okay, so what I want to do is level 1. I'm going to just grab all of that. And move this around. So this is all level 1 speed. Okay. So it moves forever at 10. All right, that looks good. Let's connect this. Now, does this work? No. No. I have to get myself set up and I can find my correct buttons, right? Okay. Here we go. Seems to be working all right. Now, I'm not going to play all the way to 5, but what we can do is we can say, all right, you know what? Let's do this. Let's change this and say, all right, I want everything level 1 for level 2, but I want to change the speed. And I'm going to add 10 plus another, I don't know, 10. Now, just kind of check this out. I'm going to change this to 3 just to see if it does work a little bit faster. So there's 2. A little faster. Whoop. Whoop. All right. So you can change the speed just by doing that. So I got everything in level 1. Now all I added was another speed right there. You can get in here and you can change, this, move this, and you can add some more things. You can add some more characters, and you can have some fun with it. So now I can change that back and give a nice description. Let's say see project page, give it a nice description, and maybe even ask people to put their high scores down in the comments. All right, hope that was helpful. Now you get to see ways to use blocks, some if-else statements, adding sound effects is always fun too. So let me know how it works out for you. Can't wait to play your game.